Hello, this is Lisa from Happy Stamp, and today we are continuing my series of my 13 spooky projects of Halloween. And today we're going to be making this cute witch's hat. I've seen these lots and lots of places, but I've never made one before, so I thought I would give it a try, and they are so easy. So let's go ahead and get started. You're going to need a piece of basic black. That is 4 1/4 by 11, and we're going to score that in half at 5 1/2. Then I'm going to turn it on the shorter side, the 4 1/4 inch side, and I'm just going to make a little tick mark with my stylus at the 4 1/8, which is right in the middle there on both sides. Just a little mark. Okay, I'm going to bring in my trimmer. Okay, so I'm going to bring in my trimmer, move my score blade out of the way. You're going to take that little tick mark that you made, and you're going to line that up in the track. Then you're going to line the other score mark from scoring it in half in the track, and then you're going to score that. Now if I just feel like my score blade doesn't score as well. You can take your bone folder and do it that way, and then I'm just going to, you can either, let's just flip it over, that'll be easier. So we'll flip it over, and we're going to do the same thing. Put that mark in that track, and this mark down here in this track, and score. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So make sure that this little tick mark is here, the score is there, and score. Turn it over, make sure that is there, and this is here, and give it a score. All right. Then you're going to fold on all of your score marks. And if you're not perfect down here like I wasn't, it doesn't matter, because that's going to get covered up. So just take your folds, pinch them together, one on top of the other, and here's the first part of your hat. Easy enough. All right. So let's take some snail. And just put it on one side. I'm running out of snail, so I'm going to use my fast fuse. Make sure we don't have any. Okay. Now you're just going to take this and you're just going to fold it up. Just make sure we get it up on that side. And then put this over here on this score mark. And there we go. And then you want to make sure that your seams are the back side of your little hat. Okay, so it's laying on the seams there. All right, now I forgot to, where is my ruler? Right here. Forgot to make this little, I forgot to cut this little brim. So this little brim here is 7/8 by 5. All right, so let's get a piece of basic black here. Oops. And we're going to cut it, let's see, at 5. It's a little over 5. So we're going to cut it at 7/8. And then 5. And I'm going to cut it just a little bit. I'm going to cut it at 5 1/8 because if I want to trim some off, then I'll have a little room to trim some off. All right, so we're going to take this. On this beautiful blustery day today. Finally got rid of the rain and the heat. It's wonderful. So this is going to go right down here just like this. Okay? So I'm just going to take some of my glue, and you don't want to go too far up because you don't want to have that excess glue, but you can, I would go about 1/2 inch up. And then you're going to take your little strip here, and you're just going to line that up right up at the bottom. Just like that. Okay. Just make sure that that is secure, and then I'm going to take my scissors and I'm just going to cut from the corner up like that. Now you could cut it right up to the, there we go, right up to the hat there. So now it looks like you have a little hat there. Okay. And the sides are not going to be perfect, and that's okay. All right, now I'm going to take this little strip here, and this is from the Toil and Trouble Designer Series paper stack that looks like this, and I just cut off one of these little strips of my spiders because I've been using, I use this for something else. I've used the cauldrons and the cats for something else. I use this in one of my projects that you saw. All right, so we're going to take this, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to put some glue right here again. And it depends on how much white you want to be showing on each side of your spiders as how long that, or how wide you're going to make it. Mine is about 3/4 of an inch. And I'm just going to set that right on here, and it's going to butt right up against this piece of black here. And you could always use a different sheet of paper. You know, you could use the stripes, or you could use the dots. You could make it white, you could make it purple, and do whatever you want to do. All right, then I'm going to turn it over, and I'm just going to follow this edge right here with my snips on both sides. And there we have it. All right, now for a little stamping. This piece of Whisper White measures 1 by 1. We will see if I get it. The stamp set that I'm using is Spooky Sweets, and I'm using this No Tricks, Just Treats. I'm using my Memento Tuxedo Black. Let's get a block here. Get that inked up. see how I did. Ready? Perfect. All right. So I'm going to push this over and let that dry for a second. We're also going to need a piece of our new black foil. And I just keep my foils in the plastic that it comes in because it's a little thicker than the other foil, the other plastic that encases our DSP. This is a little thicker and it's got a little adhesive strip that'll peel on and off. And then it also has the backing, the cardboard backing, so it keeps it sturdy and it keeps it protected so that nothing scratches on our pieces of black foil. All right, so I'm going to take this, I'm going to turn this over so it's not shining on you. And I'm just going to, this is our fancy label punch, I think. I'm going to cut one like that. All right. I'm going to need this again. I need a Post-it note. So let's see if this is dry here. Looks good. I have to use my fast fuse because my snail is all gone. And I'm going to put that, let's see, where did I put it? Right here. Just like that. Okay? I'm going to take my Post-it note, I'm going to use that for a handle, and I'm going to feed this back in here. Make sure you feed it the correct way. Let's see. I want it to go this way, so I need to put it on this way. There we go. That works. All right, so we're going to feed it in. There we go. And that's just going to cut that off, and it's going to frame our little piece of paper there. And I didn't even damage my Post-it note, so I can use that again. Put it back on here for another time. Good deal. All right, so this is going to get adhered with a dimensional, our regular size dimensionals. Right in the back. And it's going to go right over our little band here. Just like that. And then for just a little bit of bling, I took my rhinestones, and I'm using the bigger ones, which I barely ever use, and I'm putting those on each side of this little label. Just like that. Isn't that cute? I like it. I think it's really cute. I never knew that they were so easy to make. All right, now what goes inside? I have put these Dove dark chocolate, they call them pumpkins, and you can fit, not quite that many, you can fit 6 of them in there. And all you do is squeeze up here at the top, and I like this because you don't have to ruin your project. I think I had one too many here. That one fits 2, so you can fit 7. Okay, so I've got 7 of the Dove chocolates in here. So that'll be a nice treat for somebody, probably co-workers. Be a nice treat for co-workers. But that is it. Isn't that super simple? I like it. I love it. I think it's so cute. All right. So don't forget about my September host code. Anybody that orders with me in the month of September, $35 or more, is put into a drawing to win a Stamparatus. And so don't, if you order, please make sure you use your the host code. And all supplies can be ordered through my online store at www.happystamp.stampinup.net. And thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.